What's up, nerds, and welcome back to TIMBERBORN. So, it's been a bit since we played last, but today is actually the first day of the newest update as of recording. So before we get started, I kind of want to go through and see about some of the new little things that they've added. Oh, my stuff is full. Oh, did they change? Oh, they changed the capacity of things. Well, that's the first thing we're taking a look at. They changed the capacity? I think they must have. Oh, the bread was never an issue if they changed the size of that. Okay. Well, that's kind of suckish. Let's see, but I know the big thing is they added ziplines. It's kind of cool. Movement speed plus 150%. So what do we have? We have this, which is a station pylon, a tower bearing the zipline cables between stations. All right, so this just extends it. And then a horizontal beam bearing zipline cables between oh, so my guess is it's like that. Okay, I guess we'll play around with that. I mean, granted, right now we do have this district that has to be reformed, but we will most likely use them as a place to. But yeah, so we have the zip lines. That's one of the new things that they added. Doesn't look like any other changes there. All this landscaping. Ooh, tunnel. Ooh. Oh, we were actually looking into that last time. What were we taking a look into? Oh, I forget. What were we? I forget what we were looking into, but this is quite literally, if this does what I think it does. Alright, that'll be one that we have to try just to see if the water still... Alright, that's cool. That's actually very cool. And it's not actually that bad to do. Past that, they must have done some changes to the storage. Let's see here. Nothing new in districts or housing. Water looks to be the same. Food looks to be the same. They may have changed the icon for that, maybe. The wood looks the same. Same with metal. Power has some differences. Solid power shaft and regular power shaft. My guess is... Okay, yeah, so you just twist it. You can twist it there. What about going upwards? Is that what the solid one's for? Yeah. Oh, and you can make it... Oh, and you can put it in straight lines. Oh, that's kind of cool. Alrighty, so it looks like that's another thing you can do. Oh, oops. Well, this is all fine and dandy by me. Let's see, anything new in science? No, not yet. Don't think they have. Yeah, nothing new there. I don't think there's anything new here. And then no new monuments. Alrighty, cool. So that's the new update. I'm sure you can find patch notes somewhere to find all the nitty-gritties of like terrain generation or how some of these mechanics work, but who needs to read notes for suggestions? Not me. Anyway, so last time all the beavers were dying. So at the moment we are on the up and up on food. We're actually back to 1K on food, so we can go ahead and get these guys started again. And we seem to be pretty well built. There's just not a lot of workers for some of these. So it looks like we'll need to actually... So how many of these people There's five vacancies and then 5 baby beavers. So we'll let them grow up and keep working on that. How goes it over here? They don't seem to be... They just seem to be overworked. The first thing we can do is take a cheeky peeky. We have a bunch of science. We have enough science for this. If we place one here... Because this is where everyone... Like, in theory, this is where everyone comes out. If they get a bonus, that allows them to... They come here. What is the actual beam that we need? Okay, so that connection. Too far. So we can place... So if we split it in half based on this... Sure, why not? Let's see what this whole thing is about. No line obstructed. Okay, add connection. Too far. Okay, so you don't work in any scenario. What about over here? This works? That works. Alrighty. I don't know how much better, because for most people it's a straight shot, kind of to where they work, but I guess just to add a little bit of spice to their lives. Then we'll bring it up to ×3. Let's see. And ultimately, we just kind of need to let them rock and roll in their own time. Yeah, that's ultimately what we have to do. But is there... Yeah, there's just a bunch of free beds. There's nobody with jobs that they need. Can't really do that until the recipe selected. What's going on here? Oh, yes. We're working on this last time. So these guys will make cacto crackers. These guys will make spatterdock. Right? I guess we will just... No. Okay. We'll assign all of these to kind of like a higher priority. That doesn't actually make... How many vacancies do these guys have? 29. Okay. That's the case. Right, so we got 2 people working at the moment on that. There's a bunch... Oh, unconnected building. Oh, there we go. Connected building. The recipe selected. You also need bread. Waiting for all of this to grow. Oh, I guess at the moment, this is... We will destroy these. Just so that way they have more of a straight shot, and it sort of kind of blocks up... locks in where the beehive... Well, I guess it doesn't really lock in where the beehive can operate, but... Oh well. It is... what we're doing. But anyways, so these guys are working on... this. We will say, screw it, and make it their highest priority. We might as well try to get the new stuff in first. These guys can't actually access it. Okay, so the best way to do that. Yeah. And that's gonna have to be the way that it works. But this should be pretty helpful. Because if it's 150 time speed, that's, you know, it should be a good chunk of change. It's not like these guys are particularly far away from anything that they do. I guess it would have been a lot more helpful when we built this. Still can't actually. Wonder what travel time that changes. Oh, this would be a good place to have. I'm just gonna start plunking these things all over the place. Let's see. Which is good enough for me. At the moment, if you take a look at... Yeah, so this is like the farthest point, well, like ignoring all that. This is the... Well, is it the farthest? Yeah, so this is the farthest point that goes from here all the way over here. So to have that figured out would actually be pretty good. Hopefully it would be faster travel time. Those are really the only two that need it. I mean, these guys, I guess, could also use one. Okay. So if that's the case, if they can all zip line back and forth from each other, that would also be just as good to get them across the way. They're waiting on metal blocks. Waiting for stock to be removed, so they can't actually do anything about that. Or of our fun little beavers. What's going on with you? Adulthood? Just Pinky. What do you got going on, Pinky? What are you doing? You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. I guess where are you at in terms of regular potatoes? We'll just... There we go. Y'all can go through and start working more on farming than anything else. Then we'll drop you one. So then that means, yeah. Okay, so that's what we need to kind of keep all of it flowing. Right now they're harvesting all of this. That's fantastic. All this is actually at a pretty good, decent spot. How are we doing on kiddos? We now have 11. We still have 5 vacancies, but we also built one of these. We're up to 2K or almost 3K on bread. That just means that we are getting like a pretty good population boom. We do have 50 kids throughout everywhere. We still have 107 vacancies throughout everywhere. Not the best, not the worst. Everything seems to kind of be flowing. We're actually a pretty good chunk of the way through the earth recultivator. Let's see, but anyways, so we've got back into distraction. We have all of this being built for these guys. These guys kind of know what they're doing. We set these guys up last time. We'll just remake the paths when they're ready. Over here, we just set them up. And hopefully they'll start. Yeah, they got one kiddo. And then once... Actually, you know, we'll see about what's going on over here. I think we'll just take the least amount of vacancies and kind of shove them in this place. Past that, these guys are also doing good. They're starting to cook up some food, get some food out. That's fantastic. What is the actual numbers? really show. Yeah, we got growth spatter dock. But yeah, so there's that. Kind of know what they're doing. We just need these guys to grow and then re-inhabit all of these waters. Over here, these guys are pretty good. They got water out the wazoo. Water won't be a problem again for these guys. Food though. Oh, we're almost out of this metal. It's kind of a good thing. It's pretty annoying having this metal still here because I would just like to tear all of this out. Probably completely destroy all these buildings as well and just completely overhaul it to some better food. Or maybe even lead it to a new entryway. Start working on getting rid of this bad water. Actually, that they're like their suffering going over here wasn't enough. Let's put a cap on this. Let's see, where is it? Water? Bad water rig? What's the difference in these? This one's cheaper. I'll say that will be better. Moment. Should be able to get to it if we do it this way. Right? Oh, they've already started working on it. Yes. Yeah, so if we can get put a cap on that, that'll actually clean all this out. We can start getting it flushed. That should be the last true bad water source, right? Yeah, so that'll be that accomplished. Ooh. They finished building this. Now we can... What are you guys? Oh, you guys are the water guys. I guess it's not one way, right? Or it is one way, right? Oh, no, wait, it is spinning. So it is not convenient for people because they can't actually get anywhere. Yeesh, kabah. I didn't say I was a smart guy. 6 days of a drought? We got plenty of water. Hopefully everything will just kind of stop flowing, leave everything stagnant. These guys have already replanted a bunch of their food. That'll stop, and yeah, I would say we don't really have to get too crazy. Top priority. This is your top priority. I want to start seeing beavers slinging around. How about these guys? They haven't completed it yet. Top priority. Alright, now we're just... Oh! We're just gonna psychopathically sit here and wait for somebody to use it. Even if it has to wait for nighttime for it to happen. Wait, oh, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. I normally don't change my thumbnails, but I will today. It's just... This is great. Even a kid... Oh yeah, this is just a kid doing it. He's just doing it for the love of the sport. I'm gonna get this good angle so that way I actually notice when they're going, because I keep getting tricked by the pathway behind it. Yeah. I'm just fascinated by this. You guys can... Come on, everyone, go home, please. I want to see you guys use the... Yeah, multiples. There we go. This is the hot kibosh. Oh, these poor bastards. But yeah, that should... Like, as the bird flies... Like, look how deep, dark red these are in terms of pathing. So being able to get to the other side, to actually get to your job is great. Although I imagine maybe the most efficient way is to have not actually have these pylons. It will most likely be to just have zipline stations. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Satisfied. Bop, bop.